In the name of Allah, the most merciful, let's start our class. Hello and welcome everyone. We are in the second intermediate grade, full+4, second semester. Our subject is English. Our lesson today is 3E, Team Problems 2, Speak and Write, Prepare and presented by Muhammad Falah. Let's start everybody. What we are going to learn today, we are going to identify some features of a letter asking for advice. Then we're gonna practice asking and giving advice. Then we're gonna write a letter to an advice column asking for advice. Okay? Are you ready? Let's start. The warm-up question, everybody. Do you read advice columns in magazines? There are some advice columns, very helpful. Do you read it? Do you think advice columns give good advice? Yes or no? Questions. Okay? Let's start. Read the letter to an advice column of a magazine and answer the questions. Speaking time. Okay. Let's listen carefully. Please follow the audio.
3. Speak and write.
Having probs? We all have problems. But I want to know about yours, so write to me.
I've got a problem and I'm not sure what to do. Last week, my friend Kevin needed a bike to go to the shops. I couldn't give him mine because it had a flat tyre. My brother has a new bike, so I gave him his. However, now I'm in big trouble because my friend had an accident and crashed it. What should I do? I'm so upset. My brother really likes his bike. Should I say that I crashed it? If I tell my brother I did it, he'll be really angry. But if I tell him I lent it to Kevin, he'll be even angrier. I'd like to fix it so my brother won't notice, but I need a lot of money to do that, and I'm only 14. Can you please help me? Boy in trouble, Reading.
Okay. This is boy in trouble. He needs advice for his problem with his brother bike, who he lent it to his friend and crashed it. Okay, let's answer some question, everybody. What is the boy's problem? What is the boy's problem? Of course, he gave his brother's new bike to his friend who had an accident and crashed it. Okay, question number 2. What phrases does he use to ask for advice? Of course, what should I do? Should I? Can you please help me? These are some phrases. If you want to ask for advice, you can choose from these phrases. What should I do? Should I? Can you please help me? Question number 3. What advice would you give him? Well, he should tell his brother the truth. Now let's read the advice Ron Roberts gave to the boy in trouble and answer the question. Okay. First of all, I don't think you should lie to your brother. Everybody, don't lie, okay? It's always important to tell people the truth. Perhaps you shouldn't try to fix the bike because you might make it worse. Explain that your friend needed your help and you were trying to do a good thing. Tell him that you made a mistake and that you have learned your lesson. I hope everything goes well. Now, let's answer some questions about the advice. Was the advice similar to yours? Was it? Yes, it was. Or no, it wasn't. Okay? Submit about your answer. Question number 2. What phrases does the writer use to give advice? Very important. right? I don't think you should. Perhaps you should. Very good phrases to give advice, everybody. Very helpful to our writing, everybody, okay? Now, when you ask for advice, state your problems. Use expression like, the problem is that, I've got a problem with, very important, okay? Describe how you feel. Use expression like, I feel down, terrible, I'm upset, scared, etc. Very important to know that, everybody, to write your problem, okay? Use expression like, I need your advice. What should I do? I need your advice. What should I do? Okay? Use expression like this, okay? When you write to give advice, use expression like, I think you should, shouldn't, you can, don't worry, it's going to be all right. I hope everything goes well, okay? These are some expression. Use it to give advice, okay? The difference between asking for advice and giving advice, okay? Now, complete the text with the phrases A to F. Okay, we have A, what should I do? B, I've got a problem with. C, first of all. D, don't worry. E, everything will be just fine. F, I feel terrible. Okay, one, let's read it together, everybody. Blank, my sister, I used to help her with her homework, but I've stopped because I've got exams soon. Now she gets really bad marks and blank, she's not talking to me at the moment. I know her homework is important, but mine is too. Blank, to help her worried sister back. Okay. So, what do you think? Number one, what should I do? I've got a problem with. First of all, don't worry. Everything will be just fine. I feel terrible. Let's see, the answer is B. I've got a problem with my sister. Okay? What about number two? She gets really bad marks and F. I feel terrible. She's not talking to me. I know her homework is important, but mine is too. A. What should I do to help her? What should I do to help her? So we have B. I've got a problem with. Then A. What should I do? Then F. We have, first of all, don't worry. Everything will be just fine. Okay, we have C, D, and E. Just save it. C is first of all. D, don't worry. E, everything will be just fine. Let's go. Now the next chapter, blank. You should try to explain to your sister that you can't help her all the time. Also, try to help her by showing her how to study. If it's difficult for her in the beginning, blank, she will learn how to do it in the end. Make sure you do well in your exam and blank. So for it, C, first of all, you should try to explain to your sister that you can't help her all the time. Also try to help her by showing her how to study. If it's difficult for her in the beginning, D, don't worry, she will learn how to do it in the end. Make sure you do well in your exam, and of course, E, everything will be just fine. Okay? Now, with writing time, this is your homework. Write a letter to an advice column describing a problem you have and ask for advice. Say why you are writing using an appropriate phrase to state your problem. And we study what are the appropriate phrases. Okay? Write your problem and ask for advice. This is your homework. What is the problem? Okay, first, what is the problem? Then, how do you feel about it? Like I feel down, upset, you're happy. What's going on? What's your feeling? As for advice, okay, what should I do? For example, some phrases that we took previously in this lesson. Signing off, close with appropriate phrase. Signature, write your first name. Okay? This is your homework, everybody. Very important. Okay, in the end of our lesson today, we recognize words for advice. We practice asking and giving advice. Then your homework is write a letter of advice. Thank you, everybody. See you next class. Goodbye.
Oh